Seriously, what the hell's wrong with you people?
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Hey, welcome back to Strong Arm Flix, everybody. And we got Jeffrey Warfield here today. And this is Save the Date Part 2. So, yeah, guys, I told you guys, what was it, Thursday night? That we would, no pun intended, that we would circle back to this. But yeah, we have Jeffrey Warfield here. So, and I feel that it's only right. Anyway, besides the fact, it's always nice to have my co-host on. I feel that it's only right since this is a Jeffrey Warfield theory and something that Jeffrey has found. And he showed me. I don't know if I was the first person that he talked to and showed it to, or the only one, but I thought it was very interesting. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. So what's up with you, Jeffrey? What's up, brother?
Nothing. Just got off work about an hour ago.
All right on. I'm fortunate enough that for Dark Side. Oh, I gotta get that clip. On here now. But yeah, I think it's only right that you're here to break this down, man, with everybody, because it, like I said in the in the description, this could be a hard reach, or you know what I'm saying, or it could be something more. And the way I look at it, either way, it is now the 15th. It is now the 15th of April. We are getting closer and closer to that first date, that first day of SnyderCon 2, as we have dubbed it.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. So I see we got Slipknot fan in the building. Hello. What's up, brother? And let's see what we've got. He said for Dark Side. So now let's play our intro while we wait for you guys to join in. I think I've already got this pulled up, don't I, Jeffrey? Yes, I do. And they did this update now, and now there's multiple screens that I can share. It's pretty neat, actually.
Oh, wow. Did you share the audio?
I might not have. Maybe I didn't. Let me see. Yeah, see, it's different. See, share audio. Oh, that's why when I click here, see, that's window, edge tab, share tab audio, entire screen. Yeah, that's what we want, probably. There we go. Is that better? Welcome, everybody. This is a detective story.
Yeah.
All right. All right, all right. Oh man. So Slipknot fan said, did you guys see that Black Adam cameo with Superman in the black suit and Hans Zimmer's score? What are you talking about?
Oh, it was fan made. Yeah. He
Ah,
was talking about a fan edit of it. Of
I
the
seen
Black Adam cameo.
yeah, I seen one that was like AI created for Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill that was fan made or whatever. And it was actually pretty damn good. And I seen that somebody they had made an article about it. And yeah, they had made an article about it, and that was crazy. But yeah, Slipknot fan, he said it was way better than the original. That's never good. When fan made shit is better than the actual. That's not good. But yeah, I mean, it's simple. I mean, give the fans what they want. The fans, that's what the fans want. That's what they're asking for. And they'd be smart to listen to their consumers. You know, I get that they're trying to do their whole, they literally want to take over the MCU and make MCU 2.0. Actually, at this point, it's MCU 3.0 because MCU 2.0 Light was the Hamadaverse.
Yep.
And all they're doing is they're continuing. I just think it's very tone deaf and ignorant that this company is in this much debt, and they are continuing up with a failed universe because the Hamadaverse is a failure. We can now say that enough movies have came out, enough time has came out, that we can confidently say, wholeheartedly, with proof, that the Hamadaverse was a failure. So continuing, because think about it, guys, that is exactly what they're doing. They are continuing the Hamadaverse is what they're doing, because the movies that came out, even Black Adam, but at least we had The Rock, and The Rock was trying to listen to the fans. The Rock got Cavill in there. The Rock had reshoots done to add in Amanda Waller, to add Man of Steel, some sort of Man of Steel continuity, to make it somewhat in the Snyderverse the best that he could after the Massholes all got out of power and out of the studio for the most part. And but you couldn't, it was still a Hamada flop, and it wasn't The Rock's fault. He trained his ass off, and he was very passionate about bringing that character to the big screen. And under the right direction and creatives, I think that Black Adam could have been very, very successful. And I don't think that that's The Rock's fault.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
And it sucks because, I wanted to see, it would have been epic to see, can you imagine if Zack Snyder would have created the Black Adam movie from beginning to end, had full creative control over it? We would have got something epic as hell. And Zack would have made that Superman Black Adam fight possible. It probably would have happened in the damn movie itself. Right off rip, the first movie, it probably would have happened at some point.
Yeah.
Been one of the movies where they had to forcibly team up halfway through, and then at the end of the movie, they had to settle their differences and go all out, just tearing shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I envision it. But Slipknot fan said, I saw that AI trailer too. It's gaining hundreds of thousands of views. Man of Steel AI trailer released 11 days ago, 422,000 views. Wow, for a fan-made AI-generated trailer.
Yep.
That just shows you, man. Now imagine if that was an official trailer and it was legit, had again, Zach attached to it, not directing, like initially, even if they would have did it how it was initially planned, I think it would be a mistake regardless and not have Zach at the helm of it. But at least have, not just have his name attached to it like they did Justice League, but actually give him some, maybe not him directing it, and because he's got a lot on his plate, and if they're not ready to go all in, at least have him have some kind of control over it and input, right? And then have Henry Cavill in it and pick right up from Man of Steel where it left off. Do the Brainiac storyline that was already picked out, introduce Supergirl or whatever, if that's how you're going to do it, and, And think about what that trailer would have did, numbers-wise, if this is it.
That would have been great. That would have been.
Yeah, it would have. The trailer would have had probably 3 million views in the first 2 days. Probably more than that. But yeah, I'm thinking way more than that. But where's that one at? I want to see that. You care if we look at that, Jeffrey? I didn't see that one though. They said it's a Black Adam cameo with Superman in the black suit. I know that it's fan made. That's something we could probably watch on here with no issues, right?
Probably. Probably. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know neither. Where would I find that? I mean, if it's going to be, you know, a hell of a dig to dig it out and find it, you know, wherever it's at, I'm not too worried about it. But if it's something I can click on real quick and watch, because I have not seen that. It sounds interesting, but
yeah. So, yeah.
Where'd you see it at, Jeffrey?
I saw it on Twitter years ago. I don't know where it was. But, yeah.
Right there. Okay. Well, let me see if I can. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what I can do right here. I don't know. I'm trying to just copy the text in there, but hold on. I got a way I can do this. Guys. Hold on. Use my. Now the YouTube, does it got a dot between the U and the B? That seems. So I think that might be a typo, but maybe it's not. You see where it says YouTube and there's a dot? There's a period.
Yeah, I do.
Is that how it is, or is that a typo? Usually they don't have. I've never seen it like that, but. Well, I guess we'll try it. And if it is, I'll know it's a typo, I guess.
Yeah.
Underscore and BFC. Hold on. BFCGP 6 F0. And let me try it. Oh, no. Yep, that's it. Hold on. Well, here we go. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Share. Gotta make sure. There we go.
It's been a while since anyone's made the world this nervous.
There we go.
Yeah.
Black Adam. We should talk.
That was awesome.
Dude, that was awesome. How hard would that? Dude, fans can do that with a computer. How is it that fans with a computer can do a better job than this fucking studio can, man? That pisses me off. That was pretty epic, guys.
Yeah.
That was pretty. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty dope. I like that. I really did. But let's go ahead and jump into this topic, Jeffrey.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so guys, we know how. Save the date, right? Save the date and all the promotional material for SnyderCon 2 that Ray Porter, who voices Darkseid, and Zack Snyder have been promoting this event. That the running theme is the words, save the date. So again, Zack, we always say this, picks every word, every clue, everything is for a reason. It always has been. But could there actually be a literal like translation, a literal
connection?
More literal connection to these simple words than we realize. Well, you guys huddle around close and listen here. So Jeffrey Warfield here, was going through some stuff one day over on the Twitter sphere and found some stuff from Netflix, from some of their promotional material regarding other projects, one of them being Rebel Moon with Zack Snyder, and it's something you guys should see. So let's get into it right now.
Yeah, but
So,
but yeah, like, but actually, the story is actually a lot more funnier than that, because I found this out on YouTube. I really wasn't trying to look for it at all. I just saw that the Netflix trailer on my recommendations, and I was like, huh, why is Matthew right here showing me it this now? But then I looked at the thumbnail, and it says right there, save the date for the promotional material, as you guys can see. And I quote tweeted, as you can see, Zack's promotion for his SnyderCon 2. And if you go to the actual video real quick, T-Flame, you can actually hear, for that first half of the video, you're hearing someone say "Don't stop" multiple times, and then that's when you hear Ray Porter with the dark side voice saying "Save the date." So really, like, why is he like? It's really just
hold on, Jeffrey, real quick for clarity for everybody. You're saying that in the original promotional material for SnyderCon 2 or the Netflix preview trailer films that you hear that?
Where they say "Don't stop."
Yes.
The SnyderCon 2 video.
Okay. Yep. Did you want me to play that?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that on YouTube or is that on Twitter?
That's actually in the video. Like,
this video right here?
Yeah.
How do I know?
No, it's on Zach's video. Like, go down and click on his video real quick.
This one?
Yeah.
Save the date? Okay, I'm going to pause our music real quick. Yep. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Right there? It said "Don't stop" at the beginning?
Yeah. Can you share the audio real quick?
Yep, I keep forgetting. Thank you for reminding me of that. They've like I said, they've updated their sharing on here, and now it's better, but it's more complicated. And
Yeah.
I forget sometimes to check this extra box that's here on my end now. Okay. Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
stop.
Yep.
Listen, guys. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Yep.
And wow. Let's hear it one more time, guys. Listen.
April 28th, 29th, and 30th. Save the date.
Wow.
Yep.
So you what?
Yeah.
This is my mind right now. Right here. Boom. Boom.
Yep.
Wow. So anyway, guys, again, reaching or something more. And it says it right there. And as we know, hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix has been a thing. It's been trending. Restore the Snyderverse as well. But, you know, the newest one, sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. It's already the home of Zack Snyder. They're already clearly very invested in him. They're giving him huge movie-level budgets. Like beyond movie level, like beyond Netflix. They're like blockbuster level almost budgets for the shit that he's doing. They're fully invested in Zack Snyder because at the end of the day, Zack Snyder's shit gets views, it gets clicks, it puts asses in seats, and there is money to be made off of Zack Snyder, whether you guys, whether the haters hate him or not, whether critics like him or not. the dude is a cash cow. You want money, you want views, you want positive interaction with products being created from the fans. And at the end of the day, it's like, are you trying to please suit and tie guys that ain't making you no money, that ain't making your business profitable or successful? Or do you want a successful universe that's going to please your consumers that are going to pay for these products? And that's what it's all about. So, you know, it's just very peculiar, though, that right above that, let me go click back, okay, that save the date.
Yep.
And it's over and over again, and then look it on Netflix, save the dates. Zach absolutely must have done this intentionally. You know that he did.
Yeah.
Save the date. So has Netflix already, in quietness behind the scenes, spoken with Zack Snyder about all of these fans, asking them to restore the Snyderverse, and probably asking him, is this something you'd be interested in, sir? Because maybe we can figure something out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe with that don't stop, he's saying don't stop with the trending.
Yeah.
Don't stop with the restore the Snyderverse. Don't stop with hashtag sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. He said that he thought that hashtag sell the Snyderverse to Netflix was amazing, but it's not his call to make, which we all know that. We all know that.
Yeah.
So again, is this a dead giveaway? Like, he's in the middle of, like, you know, did Netflix already greenlight something? Did Netflix and Warner Brothers host SnyderCon 2 together behind closed doors to see if both parties would be interested? Warner Brothers is in, would they be interested in licensing this?
Yeah.
You know,
and
for one, and for two, Netflix seeing how much of an investment would it be worth the investment to get this thing, to make this happen? Both sides of them would have something to gain and possibly something to lose from this situation. So is this a experiment? And if this goes well, then this might actually happen. Or is this already happening?
Really, that's the question, because people have been saying, some people have been saying that they need to go through James Gunn to get the sale done, but
No, they don't.
But Will Rollins actually made a very interesting point that no, what DC does, they only focus on DC IPs. They only make DC IPs. They don't do the sell stuff. That's Warner Brothers Pictures, because at the end of the day, a DC movie is a type of picture to them. So it would have to go through Pan Am, the Warner Brothers, Panel Abdi, and Mike DeLuca. So, which are the names that Zach has name dropped into for how this event came to be.
Right, and then also think about this too. It's like he confirms things without having to confirm them. So this means that they were already, before they got clarity on Zaslav, before Gunn found a way to, you know, Gunn and Zaslav made their decision. And
wait, what?
Gunn,
wait,
what?
Oh, dude. So the Jumper says that if y'all go back and listen on that WBD shareholders call, Zaslav said that if Gunn's division doesn't work out, that they have a plan B.
Really?
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, but now, does he literally say them exact words though?
Okay.
Hold on. But yeah, that's very interesting. I don't know how to bring that up. How do you But
I don't know if anyone has brought that up because I do know there was like some way to live stream it.
that
At
does sound familiar,
WBD.
though, Jeffrey. I think he did say that. I think he did say something about we have a plan B or something. I think he said he had a backup. I don't know how he worded it, though. That's the interesting part. That's the part, because my memory's a little foggy. I do kind of recall. I kind of do recall. It seems like I do remember something like that. I'm just trying to remember exactly what was said, and I can't, the way it was worded specifically. But regardless, though, you know, here's the thing, though. These things always change and evolve. And here's something I want to discuss with everybody is, does it have to be a backup plan, though? Like, say the Snyderverse is the plan B, right? Why does it necessarily have to be the backup plan? Because the DCU, which is, we all know, is what they want to do, their Marvel fucking 2.0 stuff, right? Okay, That's what that's going to be, all right? And James Gunn's going to create it and all that, whatever. The Snyderverse has always been its own thing. And with them having, and now that they've officially dubbed like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and even Gunn has, and the Batman is Elseworld Stories, how simple would it be to officially dub this, once they decide to pull the trigger on it, to dub the Snyderverse as Elseworld Story? And it can be its own thing, just like the Batman and the Joker movie is. Like, it can be its own little contained, small universe. Off to the side, And if they don't want to be the ones to do it, you know what I'm saying, then Netflix or Universal or somebody, it seems like they'd have no problem, because they've also licensed out some more DC properties to Netflix and a couple other services since the last time we spoke on this channel weeks and weeks ago, a couple months ago, about licensing the Snyderverse. Yeah, they have since then licensed more IP, more shit out that's DC. Now, the mediums, some of them were animated movies, some of them were actual shows, like television shows that are DC properties and stuff like that. And some other things I can't remember. But the point is, though, is that they have made it very clear that there's no issue with them licensing it. It's getting someone that wants to make this kind of a large and financial investment with this creative, Zack Snyder, and this universe that he's built with them. Yeah. And DeLuca and them, I think it would be perfect if if DeLuca and Abdi want to approach Zack and Netflix about, hey, is there a way we can work this out? We can both make some money and we can do this off the side. Make everybody happy, because that's the only way they're going to make everybody happy. And as they can see consistently, I think the only voices of reason in Warner Brothers is Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi. I think they're the only voices and reasonable people that are like, look it, guys, this shit you guys are doing is not working. The shit that the last regime was doing was not and still is not working. It's failing, and it's failing hard, right on its face. And at this point, we're not even going to be able to launch the Gunverse. We're not even going to be able to launch the DCU 2.0, 3.0 Marvel Light shit at this rate, because people are going to are walking away left and right, and they're not showing up for these movies. I do think that they are going hard in the paint, trying to make sure that the Flash movie is successful. But it's hard to say what that movie is going to do. I absolutely don't think the Flash is going to bomb. I absolutely think the Flash is going to make them money. But I don't think it's going to be the blockbuster that they think it's going to be. Yeah. Because for one, you know what I'm saying? Yes, a lot of Snyder fans will see it and a lot won't. And the general audience, again, you've already told them that there won't be a Flash sequel. You've already told them that. Now, that could change down the road, but you've already told them that off rip. So I do know that apparently Gunn's DC universe start with the Blue Beetle officially. Like, James Gunn has officially said that it does start with a Blue Beetle. Right. But here's the thing, Jeffrey. I don't trust a single thing that comes out of his mouth. You don't know when he could be telling the truth about that, but you don't know. He says shit like this all the time, and then later on down the road, he'll come out and he'll de-confirm some shit that he's confirmed. He'll contradict something that he said before. You know, he did this with Superman, with doing the Superman movie. He did this with with Cavill. He did this with other things that had to do with the casting he's looking for, the age. He does this with everything, and it's like he does it intentionally, trying to piss people off. And now, I'm very sure that, that he probably is, because of the fact that George Lopez, I found a clip a while back of him saying that they have a Batman that shows up in the Blue Beetle movie.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Now, I guarantee it ain't damn Ben Affleck.
It's probably Michael Keaton.
Right. So if it is, like I said, they were going to have Michael Keaton be in everything moving forward. They were going to put him in the Supergirl movie. They were going to put him in probably Blue Beetle. They already put him in the Flash. You know, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to mix MCU light formula with old school nostalgia. That was the plan that was Walter Hamada's endgame. And again, Gunn just seems to be picking right up where Hamada left off. This just seems like, the fact that we know that Gunn lies all the time, the fact that Gunn said before the Suicide Squad movie even came out that Hamada approached him about doing a Superman movie that wasn't with Cavill. That was
Toby Emmerich, actually.
Oh, yeah, Toby Emmerich. I don't know why I keep saying, but regardless, Emmerich and Hamada are the worst cancer that studio has ever had. And, it just seems like Emmerich and Hamada's vision still. That's all this is. Because think about what their end game was to slowly lighten up the Snyderverse, make the Hamadaverse, and then slowly transition into doing everything that Marvel does. Now they just are renaming it from DCU to DCU. Why? Because it sounds exactly like MCU. Yeah. Because that's what they're going to be going for. As that formula, that likeness, they're going to be, dicking with the property until it's suitable for all ages, and it's so watered down and uninteresting that it's not funny. And they've been doing that slowly and slowly and slowly. Like to now that they're at the point in the Flash, what they're going to do is the Flash was never, in my opinion, when Muschietti first came on board, that was never what the Flash was going to be. But what they're going to do is probably use that as an excuse when that movie's over. Just hopefully that movie by itself, as a standalone, is a solid movie. But I think what they'll do is they'll use with them officially introducing the multiverse, which they don't consider Zack's cut, Snyder's Justice League, his Snyder cut canon to their shit. So even though Steppenwolf talks about and Darkseid speak about the multiverse, if they're not considering it canon, then that's why they're going to use this movie to officially break the universe, to be able to rebuild it and shape it completely into what they want, to kick off Now, as long as they don't do all that in the Flash movie, and it's a solid contained movie, they can use their other movies and go into this other shit with it. I just hope that they don't start doing that inside of this movie, the Flash movie, before it gets over, because that's going to turn a lot of people off and piss a lot of people off. Yeah. But the fact that I think that Muschietti knows, he's got the Flying Fox in there. That was only from the Snyder cut. He's got, Ben Affleck's Batman in there. He's got Iris West in there, and she was only in the Snyder cut.
Yep.
And the actress that plays her. So it's clear that, there's direct Snyderverse continuity, and it's Ezra Miller, the Flash. He's from, that's a character that Zack casted and and created for his universe. So I'm going to go see it, and then now they're confirming that Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman shows up in it. Ben Affleck already...
Yeah.
And I think that they're deciding whether they want to cut her out or not, because I think the studio is pissed off because Gal didn't promote Shazam at all. I don't think it's, and look, I don't think that it's just about her being done as Wonder Woman. I don't think that they rock with Levi, bro. Levi is all up Hamada and Emmerich's ass and James Gunn.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a tweet.
And
that...
everything that comes out of his mouth, Jeffrey, is directed to rub fans of the franchise the wrong way. Go ahead.
And I even remember Asher Angel, like there was a tweet that Asher Angel, the person who played as young Billy, he liked the tweet. It's unliked now, but he liked the tweet saying something along the lines of how young Billy acts like a 18-year-old when Zachary Levi's Shazam acts like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, and see, when he was a little ass kid in the first one, that was a lot less noticeable. But now that you know, they wanted to make a sequel to something that really shouldn't have had a sequel. The way they set up the first film, that they didn't set that up to have a proper sequel. Off rip, that movie seemed like it was supposed to be a one-off.
Yeah.
You know, so, and here's the problem with a character like Shazam, where the kid that's going to play the little kid has got to basically stay a little kid damn near forever. I mean, you know, how, you know, kids in real life, and the amount of time it takes in between getting movies made, they're going to age up. See, and the problem is that Levi didn't do a good job maturing that character. He jumped right back into the role like this was the exact same movie as the first one. With you know what I'm saying?
And someone actually told me, like a friend of mine actually told me that Billy in Shazam 2, that young Billy is actually 20 years old.
Yeah. So So and then plus the kid playing Billy from the first one, he's like wanting to be. He had like a serious traumatic backstory in the first movie, but they found a way to lighten it up and find an almost proper tone. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But see, the thing is that now the actor was sitting there that plays Billy was researching like kids with PTSD and all kinds of stuff, trying to take this role seriously. And then he's got this other version of him that's playing, the super-powered version of himself. And, and he acts totally different. And he's not acting anything like Billy at all. And by now, it's one thing when Billy's first born, when Shazam's first born, okay? The Shazam character is going to act more like a bubbling retard because he's like the Hulk. He's just been born. He's like a baby. He don't know anything. But now after some time of turning in and out of Shazam for years and years, you're supposed to be able to tap into more of your full potential and full power and your full power list of skill sets. And part of them was the wisdom of Solomon, wasn't it?
Yep.
And where is that knowledge? Where is that? Where that is not anything that happens in that movie portrays him like a complete retard, basically.
It's like how do I see like a very college looking kid acting more mature than someone who's in his 40s or 50s? Like, yeah, isn't Zachary Levi like 40 something?
Yeah, I think he's in his mid 40s. Not sure. In real life, I believe he's like in his mid 40s. Yeah, there's that comment you were talking about from the Jumper. He said, I believe the exact quote was they were 100% behind James Gunn, but they do have a plan B. But yeah, if you end up finding that Jumper, let me know. But let's see, Slipknot fan, just seeing some news. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is tracking badly. Maybe Zaslav will drop Gunn. I doubt it. The studio is too stupid. They're too ignorant, bro. They are too ignorant and out of touch Like the people, it's just consistently a problem they have with this studio is they don't know what they're doing. They just got money, lots of money and lots of resources to pull the trigger on stupid ass ideas. But they're tone deaf. They can't read the writing on the wall, and they can't read the room. Jason Galago. Totally possible to keep Snyderverse as an Elseworlds. Just need the will and the writing. It all starts on paper. Right, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, and Slipknot fan, DC has become a lame MCU knockoff. And yeah, it has. It has. And they see where that's getting them. You know, but apparently it needs to, this trajectory of these movies bombing needs to keep going. People need to, I guess, boycott the shit harder, because apparently boycotts do work. You know, and all these people, again, it's very clear who the vocal minority is. The vocal minority is these people that just don't like Snyder fans online. There's some online gangsters, online movie gangsters.
And that's really something interesting, because a lot of people have been saying that they don't need Snyder fans to make DC movies profitable. And it's kind of like this, like ever since that kind of happened, they, like, someone made it, like, there's a list out there of the worst DC EU movies box office, and none of the Zack Snyder various movies are in that list.
Yeah, I found that. Remember, Jeffrey? And I posted that and tagged Janet, like one or two different ones. Yeah. You know, you can go back and you can end, and literally Aquaman is half Snyder, is the first Snyderverse light movie ever. But Aquaman 1 and Wonder Woman 1 are Snyderverse. They flattened the freak out, especially that first Wonder Woman movie. That is super full Snyderverse solo movie. I went back, I just bought it on 4K, and even with them changing the third act that would have been more badass, that movie is flat out. It starts off with showing shit from BDS, like her, you know what I mean? Like, and the tone and the music and just the character, that is full on Snyderverse. And that's why that movie was extremely profitable, successful with critics and fans alike. You know, Aquaman, same thing. They had just started dicking with the movies, like, not just like messing with the vision. They had just started trying to change the tone with Aquaman. They inserted a couple of dumb little jokes here and there. But overall, James Wan made the movie that he wanted to make. And James Wan and Jason Momoa made the movie that they wanted to make, for the most part, with Aquaman. And that movie was on, like I said, the Snyderverse was on the trajectory to start cranking out billion-dollar hits. And you see that because the last movie that was Snyderverse, like I said, yes, it was Snyderverse, the first ever Snyderverse light, but it was more Snyderverse than it was this new bullshit. Then after that, they delved in hardcore, more into making it this MCU 2.0 like bullshit. And it's been downhill ever since Aquaman 1. You know, all the fans came to see it because of Zach, because of Jason Momoa, and James Wan was a good ass hot director, at the time. And, you know, Momoa was riding hard for the Snyderverse. And he was the one talking about it when they weren't even allowed to say Snyderverse or Snyder Cut out loud. Like, you couldn't even talk about it, or people would look at you and act like you were crazy. You know, he was sitting there talking about it, saying Zach has a cut. You guys are full of shit. You don't think that Zach could finish that movie? Okay. He was sitting down, with Zack Snyder, having meet and greets and buying Zach new cameras and talking about the Snyder Cut and teasing it. All of this was going on, and nobody knew until the movie came out that it was kind of, and like I said, they just brightened some of the contrast to the colors, to make it more bright, and they added just a couple of jokes.
Just so you know, my battery's about to die. Sorry. But
Right.
yeah,
T.Y. Bone, Skyberg, what's going on, brother? Hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Yes, sir. Release the Ayer cut. Restore the Snyderverse. Pedro, what's going on? Restore the Snyderverse. But yeah, guys, Muschietti is trying to keep his vision along the lines of the Snyderverse. Yes, he is. But at the same time, we don't know. There's something called what do you call it? It's like when you start a movie, if you don't have director cut authority, like on the film, over the end product, over the final cut, that's what it is. If he doesn't have final cut authority or rights, which some of these people, when the director, as soon as they bring him in, they tell him right off rip for they even start, like, no, you're not going to have final say. And then that opens the door once the movie's done, like they did with David Ayer, to come in and fuck shit up hardcore. And I believe that Juan did, and I believe that Muschietti does, but I think that they still have to play ball to some degree and maybe add a scene or two, change a line of dialogue, but nothing major or hardcore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm split down the middle with the Flash movie. I'm still going to definitely go see it. I'm just very worried about what they could potentially do within this movie with the fact that the powers that the Flash has, and I know what they're trying to do was setting up this new universe.
Yeah.
And I want this to be if they're really wanting to end the Snyderverse, then they should be using this movie to pay homage to the old school fans, the new school fans, but mainly the Snyderverse fans, and then end it off with a bang. And then you can start your new shit with Blue Beetle. Don't use the Snyderverse to start your new universe, because that's bullshit. When you've already, you didn't even let the Snyderverse live when it was alive. What was that line that Cavill said in the Justice League version of Justice League? You won't let me live. You won't let me die. That's pretty much them with Zack and Snyderverse. And I just don't think that that's fair to Zack or the fans when they continuously refuse to release the Ayer cut, refused for the longest time to release the Snyder cut, and won't, fired Cavill, all this shit. Don't use the Flash movie to start your new bullshit. You got James Gunn, he's such a creative and visionary, then go ahead, let him do his thing from scratch like Zack had to do. He don't need to play off of anything. And they're already not doing that. So they're already not confident in Gunn. Because if they were confident in Gunn, they'd make Gunn start over from scratch. Every character, they'd do a full hard reboot. Do your full hard reboot. Leave our shit alone. You want to end it, then end it. End it while the characters and the universe still has some kind of dignity left. Dignity and respect. And they won't do it. They're CGI-ing Gal Gadot's face over an actress in Shazam 2. Bringing in Cavill and wanting to do the fucking Superman 78 theme and turning the contrast way up on the Man of Steel suit to make it look so like but even still, fans were happy to have Cavill back as the period. That's what was important. People were even down for Cavill doing this, Marvel MCU 2.0 light bullshit they were trying to do. Because everybody knew that currently, with the way things are, if he would have gotten his movie, that it would have been along them lines with lots of compromises. But everybody would have finally got that up and away and saving cats out of trees Superman that everybody wanted. And he was going to get to that version in the Snyderverse, but they wouldn't let him breathe. They wouldn't let him live. They wouldn't let him die. They wouldn't let it breathe. They wouldn't let it live, and they wouldn't let it die. And that's basically why they've turned this universe into a bastardized. We as fans know that, hey, it's ended. But technically, they're still using his characters that he casted and bouncing and rewriting a story that was their origin stories and how they came to be in the OG Snyderverse and doing like their own little twisted, little tweaked out version of them. And it's not playing out good for them. It's not at all. Yeah, exactly. But yes. What's up, guys? Let's just focus on SnyderCon 2. until a few weeks, April 20th to the 30th. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully something, again, it's 50-50, guys. You know, this could be, this still could be, some kind of a funeral celebration event. I really don't think so, though, personally. But like I said, if it is, then, then it is. But I really don't think it is. Zach showed that he's not moved on, that he's just staying busy. I mean, this is his livelihood. The guy can't just not work. He can't, filmmaking is his job. That's his career. You know how easy it is to become irrelevant in Hollywood? You take off a year or two in Hollywood and you might as well just start pushing paper behind a desk somewhere. The guy's got to keep doing his thing, but he's made it clear just because he's still making movies and doing his thing doesn't mean that he's just forgotten about this shit or that he ain't interested in doing it still. And that's the bottom line. And again, why did he hide all them cryptic clues? Why did he hide all them cryptic clues in the promotional material and have Ray Porter come out in his dark side voice and geek up this and put cryptic clues to people, knowing that people were going to take it just how we're taking it. And then also have legendary, artist Jim Lee, drawing and creating promotional material for this event. And then tell us that the two people within Warner Brothers, DeLuca and Abney, are very reasonable, and he thanked them and said that this would not be happening without them. So that's awesome. And I just want to let's look at this one more time, guys, because this could be something or it could be nothing. But let's look at it again. Give me 1 second. 1 second. There we go. Let's do it again. I want to know you guys' honest opinion in the chat, because maybe we're just hearing things, but again, listen to it. It says right in the beginning of the video, don't stop, don't stop. It sounds like it's saying, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop.
April 28th, 29th, and 30th. Save the date. April 28th, 29th, and 30th. Save the date.
And again, save the dates. Save the date. That sounds familiar, don't it? What has been trending? What has been the newest thing, the newest fight? That we already had trending events for this and went hard in the paint and blew up Netflix's social media with hashtag sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. And Netflix, them very words, Netflix is using them. Save the dates. Again, hard reach. I want your honest opinion. Is this a hard reach or is this something more? Don't stop. Don't stop.
April 28th, 29th, and 30th. Save the date.
Save the date. Save the dates. Save the date. Save the dates. Save the date. Save the dates. Full circle. I don't know. Full circle. Hashtag full circle is starting to sound more like sound like we're back on is what it sounds like to me. I mean, it can be taken many ways. It could be taken as a funeral or it could be taken as the beginning of a new. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Don't Stop Believing, Journey. Yes, exactly. The Jumper. I know that they have too. Again, and it's hard to dig through all that shit. I do know that he said something along the lines. I don't know if he exactly said that they had a plan B, but he did say. I do recall him saying something along them lines. And I just don't remember. And I know it's going to be a mother freaker trying to dig through them over and over again, guys. But it is what it is. But I'm just telling you guys, though, boycotting does have an effect. Exactly. And, and this is the thing, though, too, guys. The haters are really pissed off now because, for one, boycotts don't work. Yeah, they do. Proved wrong there. They want to talk, well, you didn't show up to theaters. Well, how about this? These movies are aimed at you guys. And now the haters can't say shit because it's clear that you just like pissing off DC fans on social media. You don't actually buy these products or go see them because Shazam 2 was exactly a movie meant for them mother freakers. And none of them went to see that. This has been a downward trajectory for years now. I think that T.Y. Bones, don't stop. It means we must keep fighting to restore Justice League 2 and 3. That means something. Yeah, exactly. And that's basically what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying is that, maybe Zach, like I said, there's a 50-50 that there could be nothing that comes out of this except for a great event, honoring the universe that we all love. Maybe it won't even be a funeral event, but there's a chance that maybe there could be a major announcement there. It's a very slim chance, but a chance there still is. There could be a major announcement 2 years from now. Here's the date. This is when we're going to start filming, JL2. I mean, right? Very slim chance, but possible. Or Snyder could just be flat out teasing the fact that, Netflix is listening. Keep going. Show them the demand. With the save the date, that he knows that fans are going to do exactly this and dig into every little detail of everything. And I absolutely believe that was chosen for a reason by Zach because it relates to Netflix, and that is where he is currently residing, having his way with everything, getting money thrown at him left and right. They're letting him have full creative control over shit. They have a very good working relationship. And, on top of that, we created this fan base. Well, Skywalker more specifically, but still this fan base, we come out of nowhere doing this, South Snyderverse and Netflix. Props to, Skywalker for that. But, it's just the point. That's just the point, that why? It's weird. What's the point in the event? I don't think that Zach would just throw a random event like this and tease all this shit if he's clearly not ready to give up. And maybe the event's just to have a party to celebrate. Hey, I'm thankful to have you fans. You guys are awesome. I love this stuff too. Let's celebrate, Maybe it's just that. And if that's the case, that's awesome. But there's a slim chance it could be a funeral event, but it's just as likely that this could, on a slim chance, that this could be an announcement restore event. Universal and Netflix were both teased by Zach. It's just weird to me that I don't know, guys. It's really peculiar. I really didn't see anybody pick up on the don't stop. And in the SnyderCon 2 promotion with Ray Porter voicing Darkseid. That in this new save the date. I just want to know, guys, we're going to end this live stream out. I want to know your thoughts on this save the date. Is this a hard reach or possibly something more? And that's all I have for you guys today. And please smash that mother freaking like button. Subscribe if you're new. I need, you know, I want to get to 1K, guys. And, you know, any interaction you do with the video, share it. If you guys like this video, share it. Share it with people. Yeah. And with that being said, till next time, guys, peace.